Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
Andrew Wilson, known for promoting family values, goes off when a female debater revealed his wife has 3 children with 3 different men and was previously married twice before him. So this is a clip that's recently been going pretty viral from the Whatever podcast, which I'm sure many of you have heard of or seen clips. It's basically another one of these red pill dating type podcasts similar to Fresh and Fit, where they usually dunk on OnlyFans girls and kind of bring up the same points over and over again, like being a single mom is unattractive, OnlyFans will destroy your future, which is not necessarily wrong. The Red Pill podcasts definitely bring up points that are completely correct. But with that said, it's interesting when you look at who exactly is spreading these messages. You would kind of expect them to practice what they preach in their life and relationships, with the girls that they're with in real life. But that doesn't seem to be the case, and that's what brings us to today's video. This is one of the hosts of the Whatever podcast, Andrew Wilson, who recently had a debate with a feminist. It's 6 hours long. I haven't watched the whole thing, but things end up getting pretty interesting when she pretty much exposes him for actually being married to a woman with 3 kids from 3 different men, which isn't exactly something you'd expect from one of these red pill podcast hosts. Without further ado, let's take a look.
So I'll try to rephrase this. I'm going to reframe, and I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great orator, or I don't make good points, or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think, honestly, you're too fucking stupid to understand them.
So, Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're
mean?
a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did
daddies?
I just say, dyke?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
I'm sorry,
daddies?
dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
So you could kind of tell right off the bat that he got very triggered by that comment. Very triggered, very mad, which just speaks volumes. I feel like if you were pretty secure in yourself about something, you wouldn't immediately get so emotional and mad if someone were to bring it up.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And
it's not even brought up in an attacking sense. She literally just stated it out loud as a fact, which it is. He is married to someone with 3 kids from 3 different men, one including him. But I think it's pretty obvious why this girl has struck a nerve here, and that's because when your entire podcast is based on dating and roasting girls and preaching about staying away from single moms, how the hell are you then going to have a wife with 3 kids from 3 different guys? You're kind of throwing stones from a glass house there, no? For some extra context though, Andrew Wilson is a devout Christian who stands by Christian values, which is why he married his wife, and that kind of ties into him preaching the more traditional values to the OnlyFans girls and whatnot. But then again, having a blended family or whatever they call it and swearing at people on a podcast isn't exactly traditional right there.
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try to...
show your hatred against...
Do the women that you try to...
them that they shouldn't...
Charlie, did I bring...
Women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family...
years older?
Did I bring any of your family into anything?
Stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional
Let's
man.
go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
What you're doing, which is immoral?
Yeah.
I think that you have been complicit in convincing young men that...
No, my family dynamic. What am I doing being married to my
wife.
wife.
It's immoral.
Then why? So then
Under my
so all
worldview,
you did.
that's perfectly
so wait,
acceptable.
Chuck.
I don't necessarily side with this girl either, but I do give her props for pointing out the hypocrisy in somebody who literally hosts a red pill dating podcast and preaches traditional values. Meanwhile, not exactly having the most traditional life. Now, obviously, the people of the internet dug up even more details on this guy, and let's just say there's absolutely nothing trad about him or his family and wife. Funnily enough, this isn't even the first time one of these red pill dating guru podcast hosts got exposed for something like this. Not too long ago, there was that guy from Fresh and Fit who actually got exposed for not only being in a relationship with a Chinese escort, but then getting her pregnant and forcing her to get an abortion. Mind you, the same guy who roasts those Miami OnlyFans girls and escorts. Like, yeah, you could just start to see a pattern with a lot of these podcast hosts where they seem to be extremely insecure and, again, throwing stones from a glass house in most cases. This isn't where the Andrew clip is over, though, because his wife ends up calling in herself.
Who like hates on single moms and like shits on them, and so you thought that because he's married to me and I had kids before I married him that like he's a bad Christian. Like, I don't understand where you're coming from with this. What did he do wrong, and what did I do wrong?
So the basis of Andrew's platform is essentially to make women look stupid and humiliate them. And I don't.
You're doing a perfectly good job of that all by yourself. He doesn't even need the help. But go on.
He goes on debate shows. A lot of the time, it's young women, people with no formal debate experience, such as myself, to mock them, make them look stupid, clip farm, and then gain money and notoriety this way. He doesn't engage in real thoughtful debate. I've seen people walk off from debating him because he...
We got to do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You can't just shotgun 500 things. So
okay.
Did you not have agency? Did you not have agency when you accepted this debate with Andrew? Since you lost and you got humiliated, you thought the thing to do would be attack me. And okay, so let's go there. Where did you get the idea that I'm promiscuous?
I would say that I think that having children with multiple men is, I think that is more significant than...
Okay, well, I think it would be if, and I know why people assume this. I do understand why people assume it. They're just wrong in their assumptions. It would be wrong if I had been sleeping with lots of people, if I had been carelessly getting pregnant with random people. That's not the case. I've spent my entire adult life only in 3 long-term committed relationships, one of which is a, almost 20-year relationship with Andrew. Now we're like 18 years in. I've been married since 2012. Prior to that, I was married for 4 years, as Andrew had to unfortunately explain. That ended not even because I left, but because he beat the crap out of me and was being pursued by the law and left the state, and so it was like abandonment. The first one was my high school boyfriend, who I knew my whole life, who I was with for 5 years. We had 2 children. He had his own personal problems, and that did not work out. So I've only ever been with men that I, at least at the time, felt certain I was going to be with forever and have a family with.
I did wonder, hang on, Rachel, I did wonder one thing. If she had slept with 3 men but had aborted all of the children, would she still be promiscuous?
She would have lived her life. It would have been better for her.
If she had only slept with 3 men but aborted her children, Rachel, stop for a second. Would it be the case? Was that too abusive? Shut up, Rachel. Was that too abusive, Charlie? So, Charlie, tell me, if she had aborted her children with those 3 relationships, would she be less promiscuous or not?
I think that, frankly, in my opinion, her life would have been better spent.
Would she be less promiscuous, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, she'd be less promiscuous.
Yeah.
These fucking people. Rachel, you should have.
I'm talking about optics.
Rachel, you should have killed. You should have killed our kids, Rachel.
Maybe she should have.
So there's a lot of nuance to this situation and debate, but I think the overall takeaway here is to never take any of these podcasts seriously, because it just seems to be a bunch of grifting and posturing at the end of the day. You got these podcast hosts who preach their messages but don't actually follow through when it comes to their own personal life, and then there's the people who come on for these so-called debates who will basically just say anything to try and get a leg up on the other person. It's just absolute brain rot, and I can't side with or listen to any of these people. I guess another lesson here as well is to never throw stones from a glass house. Like, I genuinely don't know how you could possibly host a red pill dating oriented podcast and meanwhile have a life that is so contradictory. It is completely idiotic, especially since you're throwing your family into the limelight by proxy. I mean, where is the self-awareness? This is comedic.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're a
mean?
fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch.
And I guess another lesson here is that when somebody is insecure about something, it's definitely gonna manifest itself in one way or another. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Peace.